Cause she like that control shit. She's toxic as fuck. She like that shit. She like to see that nigga be crazy over her.
Papi is hot commodity.
Then that leads me to my next goddamn thing. Because with P. Diddy and goddamn Cassie, I was trying to goddamn tell y'all motherfucking last week. But then I accidentally deleted that shit out my phone, so my bad, y'all. But then that's what pisses me off about this shit, because now P. Diddy, that's one freaky ass nigga. Now I'm not even gonna cap. That nigga is a freak. Like, he's a freak nigga that don't give a fuck. That nigga goddamn be licking semen and shit off of niggas' chests and wanna goddamn watch Cassie getting fucked and shit and all this shit. So ain't no telling what he did with the rest of his goddamn girlfriends like Jennifer Lopez and all of them bitches. Them bitches probably was eating piss too. So then that's why I'm saying, Carisha Please out there saying, like, she's sitting here trying to deny the claims just because she's trying to move on past Diddy and start to date other niggas. So she's sitting here saying that she never she never liked to pee in her mouth and get pissed on and shit. Bitch, Carisha Please, could you please goddamn stop lying, you stupid bitch? Because now that this shit coming out that the nigga goddamn like to piss in bitches' mouths and goddamn they like to drink that shit and stuff, then bitch, we know you goddamn, because when you said that shit, you was being goddamn 100% 100. And so then now that niggas goddamn look at your ass nasty and niggas goddamn don't want to fuck with you for real because you probably smell pissy as hell, then now you sitting here trying to say that shit, you just made that shit up for clout. Nah, bitch, stand on what the fuck you said, because that nigga do like to piss on bitches. He thinks he's R. Kelly goddamn senior. So then that's what pisses me off about Cassie, because now Cassie did goddamn get her ass beat in that elevator footage. Now Diddy saying that footage is altered. I mean that footage was altered, but at the same time, I still feel like any woman that gets beaten shit and getting beaten on and stuff like that, whenever she sued that nigga, she should have got some money. Cause yeah, of course I see why he paid her out so fast, because he's like, I done put her through some shit and we done did some shit and I don't want this shit to come out. But then what pisses me off is if anybody's gonna go to jail, they both need to fucking go to jail together. This bitch was a goddamn ringleader. The only reason why she goddamn is testifying and all this shit is because she's goddamn getting full immunity. If she didn't goddamn do all this shit, then she wouldn't get full immunity. And if once she's getting full immunity, of course they gonna make her look like a victim. They're gonna make her victimized. But she liked that shit. She used to goddamn invite people to the goddamn freak offs. She was recruiting bitches to the goddamn freak off, recruiting niggas to the goddamn freak off. When she said Diddy goddamn made her get pissed on in her mouth, the goddamn escort said that she asked to goddamn get pissed in her mouth. So the bitch goddamn was just like, she the one who choreographed all this shit. Her husband, who was even with her now, goddamn watched Diddy fuck her and knew that Diddy was fucking her and shit, and he's married to her. So then they both goddamn knew this shit. They both was freaky as fuck. So then she goddamn was a ringleader in this shit with Diddy. So if Diddy's going to jail, she needs to go to jail, because she really was probably the one that fucking really turned Diddy out. Now, if you got a bitch that's that freaky and Diddy know that she's really down with all this shit, then she goddamn having him try shit that he ain't never did before. Now, Meek Mill already said that the craziest thing he see that Diddy party was cocaine parties and shit, when they snorting a whole lot of cocaine. So then when they sitting here trying to talk about LeBron and trying to sit here and bash LeBron for going to Diddy parties and shit, they saying that only thing that they saw there was drugs and shit. Now LeBron probably left before all that freak shit started happening, but then no, that shit, Cassie, she definitely sounds like she was a ringleader in this motherfucking shit. But now she's trying to play victimized. Then that's what makes niggas mad whenever, because I done been in the same situation with friends and stuff where we doing dirt together, when when we selling weed together, when we hitting licks together, when we stealing together, and then when we get in trouble, then them niggas want to say they were victims and I was the leader. I made them steal. I made them sell weed. I made them do this. Then all the blame gets put on me. Like, that shit's lame as fuck. If anybody needs to go to jail, both of them need to go to jail. Because if you go to jail for being freaky, that bitch is goddamn, she's a convict too then. Because ain't no way you goddamn asking niggas to goddamn piss in your mouth and you inviting people and shit like that, and then you goddamn didn't want it. Hell no. If I'ma goddamn keep that same motherfucking energy with Halle Bailey and goddamn sit here and tell that bitch that she goddamn, if you've been getting beat on and shit this whole time, you should have been called the police or even told your sister or somebody. And if you would have even told your sister, then maybe your sister goddamn would have told, like, that shit would have came out somehow. You feel me? So then that's the reason why, like, if you've been getting beat on and been going through and being a victim and shit like this whole time, then of course we need to goddamn look out for you. Of course we need to make sure you okay. But if you never reported it, if you never told nobody, if you never did anything until it's time to get some good compensation for yourself, and the goddamn good compensation for Halle Bailey was getting the child away from the goddamn father, what most black women always fucking do. And what compensation was for Cassie was all that goddamn money that P. Diddy paid in one motherfucking day. It only took him a day to goddamn pay that bitch out. He said, hell nah. Pay her whatever the fuck she want to. Keep this shit quiet. We not trying to let everybody find out how much of a freak I am. But then hell no. That's what pisses me off. You cannot play victim when it's time to get personal gain. If you're gonna really be a victim and try to get this nigga put to jail when the shit is going on. Be a victim and tell people that this nigga is doing something to you. Be a victim and at least tell one person, and that one person, normally people gonna at least tell one person other than them, and then the shit gonna get out somehow. So then we gonna find out your ass is getting beat on and shit. But then no, you wait till all this shit is coming out because you went and probably told FBI and told the feds and shit that one day he beat you in the elevators and shit, and the feds went and found the footage and shit, and they the ones who fucking leaked it and shit. So then that's the reason why it's all coming out at a specific time for a motherfucking reason. Because they want to sit here and throw this black man away in jail for some oddball reason just because he likes to fuck people. Like, I understand this nigga is a freaky ass nigga. Now, I wouldn't do half of the shit that nigga done did. I wouldn't do 95% of the shit that Diddy done did. I wouldn't fucking do. But at the end of the day, that does not mean that this nigga's life needs to be fucking taken away. And if it does, then her life needs to be taken away too, because she liked that shit, she did that shit. And how the fuck are you gonna be a victim when you was the goddamn ringleader? You just like goddamn Tasha from motherfucking Power. Like, Tasha, goddamn, she was the one who really had she was really like the ringleader over Ghost, to be honest, because anytime Ghost had ideas and stuff like that, he always ran it by Tasha. Like, Tasha never was out there in the streets or nothing. She never was out there cutting no dope up, but she was the one telling him how to flip that shit, how to get that money and shit. Like, she was the one teaching him numbers, and the smart one, and he used to say it himself. She's so motherfucking smart, I wouldn't be where I am without her. So then that's the reason why he always took care of her, even when he moved on past her. But whenever the time to come and the feds came, she went and played victim and said that he beat her and controlled her and all this shit. So then when she really was the one that, and you see after Ghost died, you see it fucking continue with Tyreek, and Tyreek goddamn took it to eventually will take it to even more of a goddamn level than Ghost ever did. But then that's because Tasha was the real mastermind and the real brains behind all the goddamn operation. But then she was the one that could teach Ghost something, and Ghost was so smart, he'll use the shit that she them teaching him to do what he need to do. Just like Cassie, she over there goddamn doing that to goddamn P. Diddy. She liked that shit. She putting ideas in P. Diddy's head, saying she want to goddamn get fucked in front of her husband and shit by this nigga. Whenever he goddamn beefing with goddamn Kid Cudi and shit like that over Cassie, Cassie goddamn is dating other niggas, but still fucking P. Diddy and still giving P. Diddy niggas addresses and shit to go blow up their cars and torture these niggas and shit for even fucking with her because she like that control shit. She's toxic as fuck. She like that shit. She like to see that nigga be crazy over her. But then now that the feds is calling, now she gotta be a victim and she didn't like none of this shit. Bitch, stop fucking lying. That shit pisses me the fuck off. All these bitches be goddamn capping and we goddamn too dumb enough to goddamn just let these fucking bitches cap. Who else goddamn we need to talk to? We need to talk about Remy Ma. This bitch goddamn...